but you're finally back. I'm gonna remember to upload the VODs after this, I promise, but... yeah, okay. I don't think there's anything to set up, really, other than... I mean, let's just head right on into it. The Noel gym leader fight again. This is gym number 7. Here's the level cap to 60. Melissa and I are ready whenever you are. Like before, take your place. 6-on-6 singles, right? Trainer can make substitutions, and in the middle and wall 6-on-1 trainers Pokemon have been knocked out. Most of you think they can do it? Begin. I might have to turn the volume up, actually. Do I? I probably do. I doubt we win first try, but we can still try. Well, that's a very good start. I think we can use Air Slash now. Oh, Ice Punch. No, you have Shadow Ball. You're slower than Swellow. Okay, but at least we get to show off all the new names now. Slower than Swellow is really... I didn't change your item. And you need new moves. Slower than Swellow is really, really bad here. Of course we whiff. I guess I should have just iron-headed, but... wait, I need you for Clefable. It might be Psychic. Let's try attack, okay. Well, that's unfortunate. I'm probably now slower, I bet, yeah. I don't want to Sledge Wave because I don't want to change the field. Wow, that's the worst possible mon to see. HP Fire? Oh, and it has Sap Sipper, right? Would Psychic just do more at this point? Yes, it does. Okay. Psychic gets way harder. Okay, got it. We technically live another before I have to heal. I think I'm just wasting time. I just kind of have to hit Psychic and then hope a Sucker Punch kills. I shouldn't have tried to stall, that was stupid. Secret Power Speeds. They're slower. Okay, for blind first attempt, I also accidentally hit caps lock. For blind first attempt, that didn't go too bad. Yeah, I definitely need to see if we can change Espeon's moveset at all. Also, hello. Okay, random shiny Dedenne. Not really usable at all, but still cool, I guess. Swift though. Crit will get close though, jeez. Don't I have Ultra Balls now? Not many. Wait, you just give a password though. Is it raining again? Why is it always rain? Who decided this? Where can I submit a letter of complaint? Wish the weather would be just a little more predictable. I wish I could tell someone like stable weather and it would always be, and it would always cycle in the same reliable fashion, if only. So yeah, that's your weather password if you're so inclined on using it. I really don't care about it. Just like, I mean, I have the Gen 5 weather turned on, where weather is permanent anyways, just because I think it makes the game more interesting, and it makes a lot of the boss fights quite a bit harder, because I'm already making the game a lot easier for myself, so it only feels fair in that regard. I don't know why I'm checking the PC. But, hopefully it's not raining when we go back. I don't even think you can really learn anything interesting. I mean, Wish is okay. Yeah, future sight doesn't do anything. I do not want to teach superpower. I don't have a second Silks. Or no. Do I have a black belt? I do. Okay. So again, I guess I didn't really super talk about it in the past, but... Actually, wait, do I have it active? I do. If you have a Pokemon with Psychic, it'll let you know what she did find her. So you can see your relationship values with certain characters depending on some choices you make in the game. Some of them are unavoidable to be increased or decreased at certain points. But depending on some dialogue options and the route you're taking will change that number. What does the number actually mean? It just means what ending you'll get with that specific character. I went through quickly just because I don't want to, you know, spoil anything. But there are certain characters that, of course, have predetermined endings based on the ending you get, and so... Did I ever talk to you? Yes. There's like them, no telling what they're up to. I wouldn't trust anyone dressed like that. It's one, right? It's gotta be. It's the only one that talks. It's the only one that talks about art. You, what are you doing here? Come to ruin our day again? Can we ruin yours? A place like this, the boss wouldn't be happy if we made that much commotion. Fine. Oh no, that's your name, right? Come meet us in Tanzan Mountain if you dare. Artifact at the center of an ancient city, an enormous enigmatic stone burning with energy, descended from the heavens. The inscription on display describes creation of the world as believed by the ancient race. The ivory beast begat its light, and through a song in the darkness was the first breath breathed into like creatures. Like, it's supposed to be, you know, more art. Obviously, the game is based around Arceus making everything, yada yada. Also, I just remembered to... Yeah, I turned the music volume way down because I was doing something. I don't remember what it was. But they show up, yeah, here. So you came. We were hoping you'd be dumb enough, brave enough, and now you're ours. This intact, brace for impact, yada yada, resonating with eternal life, justice, that's right, 2 on 1 big. Say, it's these two again. Oh no, these are different ones. Right, you're electric. But really, didn't even make a difference. Because the mountain's still unstable. The promotion we're making can't be helped. We still lost. Ridiculous. I'm leaving. I'm done with this nonsense. It's hopeless. Hey, wait up. So if you go back to that guy in the museum, I think you select a Gen 5 fossil? If I'm remembering correctly? No, it's either Gen 5 or Gen 6. So you either get Archon or Tortuga. I'm pretty sure it's Archon or Tortuga. Rather than Tyrant or Amara, which you would always pick Tyrant anyways, if it is the choice between those two. Okay. I still think starting... Also, now it's raining, which is actually way worse for me. No, rain is way better for me than the wind. I think, at least, in theory. At least we can see if that crit was necessary or not. It was. We know you're faster in Brave Birding, so I think we can just go all aisle. I know it's stealing. That also kinda sucks. Now it's just facades. Always try attack. Oh, or it's hidden power fire. Okay. We should live one, right? Yeah. Oh. But he also... Never mind, we high roll. Girafarig, which is going to be, what was it? It was Thunderbolt or Hidden Power Fire. So we can't send in Genie. Okay, that's actually perfect. Beware. I think we just take the risk. Yeah, because it has Fluffy anyways. Stopping damage. Sure. I don't know if we can live an Ice Punch, but I think it's worth trying. Even though it's half. I think I probably could have gone for the kill and should have there, realistically. Special defense drop? No, but that's a massive chunk of damage. That's a really bad special attack drop for me, though. Moonlight is reduced healing. If I can get the confusion... We're not going to, of course. Okay, and we got crit. I'll probably need to use a seed if I had to guess. I just don't know who I'm gonna have to end up keeping it on. Considering how well the fight is actually going, I'm not too concerned. Yeah, I think definitely trying to roost was a mistake instead of just going for like an air slash or something. So again, this is Steel Wing. Who did I kill Swellow with last time? I've already forgotten. I know I got the Intimidate off. Did I just kill with Emu? I think I did, right? Yeah. Yeah, because Play Rough does half, and then I can just Iron Head Sucker Punch. Or I can just Iron. I don't know what you're using here. Stomping, that's right, okay. This should kill though, right? Yeah. Draft Rig? No, Porygon. That's fine. We both two-shot each other. Oh, Fable comes out first. Okay. Again, that's fine. Because now I can Shadow Ball. And now its stored power is disabled, so it can't hurt us anymore. Nice. Okay, yeah, saving Gengar was the thing. Oh yeah, I was going to explain. So the relationship with some of the side characters, you know, it'll, depending if it's above or below certain values, you'll get certain endings with characters. Generally, the higher the better. So if you transform this field, either by using Acid Downpour Sludge Wave or burning it, you'll get, I believe, Corrosive Field you get down with Laura, and Burning Field you get down with Laura and Charlotte, so if you're really struggling with the fight, you can, you know, burn or corrode the field, and it makes it extremely easy, but you do get that one down. It will also change the screen here afterwards. Hey, great job, Bono. According to official leave, well, I present to you the standard badge. Standard badge, Pokemon up to level 60. Additionally, you get Hidden Power. I'm sure you know, but Hidden Power is type change based on Pokemon using. It's also useful to unlock inner potential and stuff. That's alright. I missed something? Bono just speaking off for a badge. How is Charlotte? She's fine, but I think she needs some time alone right now. Can you tell us what really happened? Well, a long time ago, when Charlotte was very young, there was an accident. Back then, we all lived together. Charlotte, Saphira, and I, Mom and Dad. She would sneak out late every night, usually just play in the garden and stare out at the lake. Nothing harmful. That was fine because it was safe here. One night she was playing with her Vulpix, and as you can see, it's easy for a fire to spread in a place like this. Saphira woke me up and rushed me out of the house just in time, but her parents didn't make it. Ever since then, it's just been Saphira looking out for us, especially after the doctor took us in. She kept us safe for years. I really hope Charlotte's okay. I don't know what I'd do if she were sorry. I shouldn't cry. I should be strong with Saphira. No, it's okay. Priority you need. Tears are just one way of getting sadness out of the body. Come on, let's go inside, okay? Nusha says you'll feel better if you have a snack and sit down. Alright. Side. Also, you can go in through the hole in the wall. Hold on, can I talk to you in the other room for a second? Thanks, Anna, you're right. I shouldn't be too hard on myself. I just can't stand the thought of losing either of them, not when they're all I have. I don't know how they always keep their cool all the time. Super tells me that our emotions make us strong. I understand how she finds the drive to fight as hard as she does all the time. Me, I think I'm just compromised. But then she tells me, no, I'm just a different kind of strong. I don't know what that means yet, but maybe someday I'll learn. Just relax, okay? Don't worry, I'm already taking care of everything else. You think Saphira could have survived that? Such a steep drop. I know the others trying to save face, but there's no use in denying the obvious. There's a very high chance the Saphira is dead. We can't sit around and wait for her. There's no way Anna will let me leave. For being pragmatic, someone needs to go look for her. Based on where she and the Steelix fell, it wouldn't be far from Tanzan Mountain. Wow, the top of Tanzan Mountain just explode? That's where Team Meteor's base was, isn't it? Perhaps you'd better hurry. So, yeah. We can still keep leading with Quay. Search Team Meteorite. What could have happened? And where's Charlotte? Hope everyone's alright. Honestly, even with the knowledge I have, I don't really know exactly what happens here technically, right? There is no answer for what that explosion was. You can only kind of guess. But, yeah, if we go through here... Yeah, there's some other items, because why not? We're never going to use any of them, but it's still nice to point out in case you don't have the item finder on. There's that music I love that I wish was used more often, but I believe it's a remix of N's Castle Bridge or something. Well, met, well, I hope you didn't think I would go down without a fight. I'll admit that woman caught me off guard. She seemed to know about my family, but I didn't recognize her. That doesn't matter anymore. I already snuck back in and terminated their base, and I got a present for you. Team Meteor has been desperate to seize these objects. To give them back to the original owners would do little but paint a target on their backs. Neither can I keep them. They know where I stay. I need to take these and leave. The rest of us will relocate. Up north in the Cornelia region, there are 2 cities, Labrador and Chalcedon. The gyms in those cities belong to Charlotte and I. You go your own way and I'll lead everyone else up there in safety. North and east, the route ahead is your way forward. Should Team Meteor pursue you for the keys, I trust you are capable of defending them. Be careful. We'll meet again. Sorry, I just want to let this song play for a little bit. It stops the moment you leave this room. Obviously, you can just play it in the Poke Gear, but... Obviously, weird green crystal, nothing else we can do in this room. Nothing to do but move forward. Actually, yes, I want to leave. So, see the North Adventurine Woods. So, if you come pre-prepared, you bring honey here. You can't right now use honey, but the whole gimmick of this next area is using honey to have Pincer and Heracross break down the passageways. It's a lot less of a puzzle and more of just really, really annoying. Obviously, you need both Pincer and Heracross here. Heracross breaks the webs, Pincer breaks the logs to be able to receive everything. We use Heracross here to break the webs. You might see there's a lot of tall grass, there's normal grass, there's some ledges, but you also see... Thought I heard a bug or something crawling around over here. Guess I was right. What's up? Coming up here for the gym? There's huge chats over the east. Serves this one. I'm with 8 badges now. Easy and peasy. Here only at 7. Falling behind already. Think you started before me. Think I'm wrong? Just try me. I do think you're wrong, because the next gym's actually really hard. Not really. Anyways, yeah, we leave it with Quay because Haxor is, I'm pretty sure, we one-shot. Yeah. Right on for a rock move. We can go Mimi Iron Head. You have Drill Run too, that's right. I don't think I need Mimi for the rest of the fight. It should guarantee waterfall skill. Roserade, that should be Giga Drain. We're outsped? Really? That's crazy. Okay. Fuck it, we're breaking the field. Quay should outspeed. And we don't have to take the negative effects from the corrosion. They do. I can't boom burst anymore. Whoops. Anyway, we can just air slash. Shackle is fine. We never mind, get Shackle is fine. Again, still fine. We have a priority move, and it's raining, so this is basically guaranteed. Real thorn in my side. You know, we should outspeed. Yeah. Yeah. Even if we die, which we don't, like, we just have another one. We don't need double team at level 56. What a stupid learn set this is. Try not being cheap for a change. Whatever, not like it matters. I think we all know who the real top dog is anyway. Anyway, the way to Cornelia's blocked off for some dumb reason. The guards just said take a nap at the job or something. We're at work there, so I'm gonna go track down that normal leader. Some dumb kid. I guess he ran away from his place in Lapis? Seriously, is everyone else around here just committed to fucking up whatever their job is? I guess that'd explain you. Good luck getting anywhere besides that stupid castle gym later, loser. Say so... I'm getting a little... Okay, there we go. Adventuring Woods, Route 1 puzzle completion from different save files. Skip the puzzle on this file. Yes. I talked before on Discord when I do the regular path, or whatever it's called, I forget off the top of my head. When I do the restaurant path, I'll redo all the puzzles and whatnot, but for the purpose of this isn't a tutorial, I'm just playing through the game. So now all of the logs will be pushed out of the way, and if we fight this Bufalon real fast... So while you're riding Tauros, you can go up and down legs. So that's why you have to clear out logs in certain places, is so you can, again, get to certain other ones. And the reason you kill the Tauros is for the Bufalon to move logs out of the way in places where there aren't trees. So, like, normally you can't go over here until you use 2 honeys to do that. I guess we'll get the items in here real quick first, I guess. Why not? So I think you need a total of 4 separate Tauros rides to collect everything. I might potentially need these shards later, okay, so I do have to do some of the mining minimum. Also to unlock a certain side quest later. That's the most important side quest in the game. Arguably. So you really want to collect as many shards as you possibly can. Which ice puzzle is this one? This is for, yeah, the field effect. You just do that. Info for Icy Field. If you have Rock Climb, you can go up there now, but obviously you don't. Where is it you go down for this? Is it just... Also, there are buttons. It's been so long. No, it's not there. It's here. I'm stupid. It's smack down there, and you can see there's a surf path there, so obviously we come back here later. But you'll be able to surf, knock that boulder to the left, and then climb up there. I forget what's actually up there, but obviously it's something the game doesn't want you to have. Can't get there until... Oh wait, why do I think we have surf already? We don't. So that's all we can get from here for now, at least, is these 2 rocks and that ice stone. Which that ice stone can be really handy. There are a couple of potential ice types you would want this early. Especially if you have, like, Alolan Ninetales, which is arguably one of the best Pokemon you can have at this point. Is that my 3rd or 4th Oddity Stone? I wonder. And another fossil. I want to say we have all the fossils by now, but that's probably wrong. So yeah, as you can see, we'll need another Tauros. You'll also see they don't... Oh wait, never mind. Because we went into the thing they do instantly respawn. Sometimes they won't instantly respawn, which can be annoying, but there is a workaround for it in case they don't. I need to find someone that one-shots these people on. Anyways. I'm stupid. I didn't need to bring a Taurus up here. You get the TM for Grass Knot and a Leaf Stone down here. Again, Leaf Stone really good. Normally these are both blocked, so you have to come back here twice, which is really annoying. Normally you have to wait to re-honey the trees, but I'll show something in a sec. Again, another honey tree here. But there's a way to instantly reset, which is really nice. Which they added. So if we go up here... Nope, not that. Ticanium Z. I believe that Pikachu teaches you Volt Tackle, if I remember correctly. Hi, random person who just walked in my house. My name is Better Left Unsaid, but you must know I'm Sir Olivian Union U. Esquire III. You can just call me New. I can read your report, your PC system-y stuff, but now I just live out here. Anyway, want me to do your Pikachu? I'll better remember, when in doubt, eat it. I think there's a side quest where if you give him candy, he gives you, like, a light orb, I want to say. You're not using Pikachu, so I don't really care. This is, again, another log to do by Bufalon. But we should be able to... No, we will need a Tauros to go up there. But... here, and again, you would use this tall grass to be able to... up here, but you don't really need to go up there until you have Surf. I didn't mean to buy. 5% lowest flow no into a day, so you can see that, and then I'll reset you out here, and that will instantly reset the Bufalon and the Heracross Slash monsters. As well as the trees in general and whatnot. Wait, does this put a... Okay, no, it sets you back the last entrance you've gone into, so we need to go one to the right. I don't feel like fighting him yet, but we will later. Come on. Oh, we can't avoid the hyper, never mind. Don't you have... There's one person with a really weird map here who's not insane. Go across here. We don't need to go there. No. Okay, yeah, but we do need to go up here. You see, there is a spot to grow berries here, which is extremely rare. You also get 2 plum berries. So if you want to do berry stuff, whatnot, this is the earliest place you unlock it. So just kind of a note there that if you do want to use berries regularly, you do have to grow them, but there are ways to skip time and whatnot. I could jump off Taurus and go that way, but I'm gonna try to gather as much stuff for Taurus as possible, so we're just gonna head out for now. I think that's most of the stuff topside. Most of the stuff is on the bottom. Oh my god, have you ever seen a flare on there? So cute, fluffy, but you know their body temperature goes up to 9,000 degrees. Here, come touch mine. So, luckily, it is raining, so this guy's can be pretty rough if you're unprepared for full Flareon, all with like superpower flares, I'm pretty sure. They're so cute. So fluffy, I'm gonna die. Very fluffy, but your hand burns a little. Yes, so this opens up. I forget when exactly you're tasked with it, but at some point you're given a task to pet one of every evolution. So that's your Flareon done. And if I remember correctly, the reward's actually pretty good, so you do want to make sure you do it all. So that's, I believe, is the earliest one you can do. As you can see, this is another spot where very obnoxious pushing puzzles and whatnot. Yeah, see more jump spots, which I think after you go here we jump off, if I remember correctly. Because this is like the... yeah. I don't know why they make a weird noise when you run into them, but there's another berry spot, there's Steel Wing, another Telluric Seed, which is pretty good. You can see a lot of these loops you have to do some big stuff in. All these items are really important. Tech Glass is probably the most important. You also get a Stone here. So more early trade evolutions if you need them. And then you need another 2 Koros to like get through here normally and whatnot. Or another 2 trees rather to get through here. It's a really obnoxiously slow process that I just simply don't enjoy dealing. But eventually you get to the very end here, and you get your choice between either Pinsir or Heracross. You can only get one for now, you can get the other later eventually. I don't really care for either, I don't think, but I guess I'll catch a Heracross just in case I need one later. Also, very, very funny, I think I've gotten a shiny one of these two in combat 2 or 3 times, but they're uncatchable. First try shiny? No, okay. I'm not gonna shiny hunt it. If we need to use it in the future, I'll just breed a shiny one out like that. But I doubt I'll actually need to use it. Do I need to do anything up here? No, this is not the spot I thought it was. We're gonna reset real fast. Oh. Because there is more stuff to grab. Oh. I guess I accidentally hit. Oh, wait, where's the grass I was thinking about? Down here, this grass. So there are a couple other things you can grab. Oh wait, no, that's the exit. Wait, essentially you start from the very bottom left. I forget what's down there. You start from the very bottom left and you go all across the bottom to the right, and you'll eventually create a path that you can go and get the glasses and the Pinsir Heracross and whatnot. Here's just one other thing I'm looking for to make note of it. I don't remember where it is. It's in one of these downward paths. Okay, there's one other item you can get though. Let's just grab that. It It just makes going left to right way easier. You may also question why we're going to the left when the gym's to the right, but that's because there's some other stuff we can collect and whatnot beforehand. Here. Someone else ventured outside the wall. Isn't it better out here? Not really. So, just because I don't want to get first impression to death with the water shuriken. Didn't miss him. Okay. That was just weird. And I knew it didn't have first impression that was here, you can heal, but you can talk to this guy. Dadgummit, I own my glasses while doing research in the woods. There's a miracle I made out of that super force maze, but now what will I do? Like, oh, that's them. Miracles rain down on me. So maybe I shouldn't make talking miracles in a studio place like this. Anyways, why don't you take this? That's a department store sticker, which is really important. That guy talks about Inkay you have to deny the evolution of. If it's not raining, there's a guy up here that does a trade, I think, for Tyrode, if I'm remembering correctly. And then I think we're just about done with collecting things for now. I can see, like, there's a couple other Horoses and whatnot, but for now, we're done. Also, yeah, you can find Bufalon and Horus in the grass if you want to catch one. I don't really know why you would want to catch one. There's not really great mons here. But beyond, it's always there. There's one other small thing to do here, but I don't remember where it is. Well, I said that was something. There's two other small things to do here, but I can't remember their exact locations or exactly how they work. No, not here. There's a character interaction that happens in one of these small pockets, so there's that one, and then there's I think the last one, right? Also, you can skip that trainer by following this path. Oh, it's right here. Oh, saw that just now, didn't you? Yes. Don't assume you know what's going on. Do us both a favor and stay out of this. Got it? I don't know what sort of hero conflicts you got ingrained in your head that you feel the need to jump into anyone else's business, but a little piece of advice. Build yourself a little bridge and get over it. We have someone talking to a TV here, agent. I didn't mean to get... Is this the guy with the weird theme? No, he just has that. This is the surf one, right? Yeah. Again, there's some okay stuff you can get there, but it's really not anything. I believe there's a Mega Stone back there later on. No, a Mega Stone behind the surf is why you wait until you have surf to get it. It's also why you generally don't spend a lot of time here, apart from doing the puzzle, is just because any of the extra stuff basically requires surf, and then you'll be at much higher level, so it's easier to traverse and whatnot. It's either rock climb spot there. Of course, the place that we were told, northeast. We can hop on course, we don't need it for a city checkpoint. They're asleep, so the checkpoint's closed. Anyways, labyrinth time, where we purposefully go the wrong way a couple of times. I thought that was shiny for a second just because it was a color I wasn't used to seeing, but no. Just a weird color. But yeah, you'll get used to the labyrinth eventually. We're just going through to grab all the items, but you'll know the path by heart soon enough. Actually, I'm also kind of realizing I just really don't need any of these pickups, so we're just gonna... Nope, it's not up there, it's up here. Hello, Challenger, and welcome. Please follow me. I think we want to save. Oh wait, first off, Freon. Pet Umbreon? Yes. Hardly reacts. Maybe it liked it? Master will join us shortly. Please make yourself comfortable if... Oh, what's this? A new challenger. I'm Miss Gossip Gardevoir at your service. Don't worry, dear, autographs are always free of charge. If you look at the TVs, there's usually a news report by Gossip Gardevoir, so... Haven't you met a Pokemon that can communicate before? The Gardevoir is unique among her kind to be able to psychically project her thoughts in English. I'm Radamus, the lord of this castle. It's a pleasure to meet you, Challenger. As she has already alluded to, this Gardevoir belongs to me. You've seen her on TV. She's managed quite the career. This is my daughter, Luna. As the castle's maid, I welcome you. Please let me know if there's anything I can do to make your stay more comfortable. You are Bonal, is that so? Don't look so surprised. The master knows who you are already. After all, as Reborn's very own Gossip Gardevoir, it is my business to know things. I know all about your repeated raids on the meteors, your involvement with the other leaders, even your little escapade from the orphanage. A little extra dialogue. Now, you apparently joined a street gang? That one caught me by surprise. Didn't think you were the type. Oh, but don't worry, your secrets are safe with me. Let's not overestimate the value of that statement. Nonetheless, Bonal, I assume you come for your next gym battle. In that case, Gardevoir, Luna, would you please excuse us? Yes, Master. Oh, enjoying a private moment with the Master. How lucky for you. Gardevoir, go in. Gardevoir is lively, but mostly harmless. Feel free to pay her no mind. That is not why I dismiss them, however. I understand that you have met with Luna's father, that is, L. Allow me to clarify one thing. Though I called Luna my daughter, she's most definitely not. The emerald brooch she wears around her neck is proof enough of that. She appeared one day and claimed me to be her father. Despite equal parts confusion and protest, she moved herself right in. Of course, my own family is long since gone, and it was a bit empty in here. How could I say no to her? Indeed, it seems that she is just playing a part in some greater fantasy. She fancies herself a maiden and princess up once and fills each role nicely. She's a strange girl and has been no small source of amusement and joy for both Gardevoir and I. Of course, the two of them were fast friends too. It's not as if I can just dismiss her now. Tell me, what is your impression of Elle? He has come calling more than once to claim her, but I have refused him. I suspect there may have been some hint of juice in her past, or else she would not have so fervently fled her birth father. To that end, I am resolved to protect her from him. That is the long and short of the affair. Sir, pardon the interruption, we have another guest. By all means, please show them in. I don't suppose you were expecting anyone. Oh no. Hey girl, hey. Welcome. I suppose you two have come for a gym battle? Yep. Got some catching up. But I totally got sidetracked by that whole business with Heather. I did manage to find her again. Not that she was happy about it. Apparently she was adopted by some guy in Amatrine City. I think his name was Blake, so that's good enough for me. Blake, which we know is Cal's brother. As long as she's happy. And he, congratulated us after we beat the Bears. Well, now there are lost girls all over the place, are there? Beg your pardon. But now we have two challengers and only one gym. Easy, well, I will take you on together and then we both get the badge. If only, if only. Because you play any real strategy with two minds on one side of the board, when the king does not know what the queen is doing, the whole kingdom falls into disarray. Soon after, checkmate. Master has matched his fortune by winning chess tournaments all across the globe. He's quite admirable, don't you think? I was just kidding anyway. How about this? Bonal, my battle to see who challenges first, yeah? Okay, so let's however you wish. Well, Bonal's always good. Come on, let's do it. So, I neglected to show off the chess field first, but Pokemon are assigned pieces based on specific criteria and can only be one piece. So the pawn, overrides all of the rules, except Queen, which is, so the pawn is your first Pokemon you sent out, The queen is your final slot, and only has 114. The king has the lowest HP, so those three are all guaranteed. And then the Brook, Bishop, and Knight are just between their highest stats. So pawns have Focus Sash by default. Highest defense gets defense boost, highest attack gets attack boost. The Knight, which is the highest speed, gives triple damage to Queen and deals extra damage when using party members. Queen, the final slot of the party, gets an extra 50% damage and defense is up. Kings get all attack +1 priority. Certain moves get buffs, which become Chet's attacks and rock attack, ancient power, continental power, psychic, secure power, surge, psychic, and strength, rock, and they're doubled when the target's confused or has certain abilities. Reduced power if you have certain abilities. Friction lasts longer. Queenly Majesty does more damage. A bunch of like tech moves are buffed. Calm Mind Nest, Slaughter better. King Shield is better. It does get destroyed by Stomping Tantrum. So you can't do that. Nature Power is Ancient Power, so you can reduce the defense, and Synthetic Seed is very strong here. So with all of that being said, we Water Shuriken, we take the Sash always, although we could have just pulsed, I guess. And we're in Poison Touch. Yeah, I forgot to check it because these fights require a lot of planning ahead of time most of the time. So Miri is our queen. Our lowest HP is Espeon, which gets +1 priority, which is actually pretty bad. Mawile having the lowest health is really good as long as it's not the last slot in our party now, basically, because then it's a Mawile +1 priority. So. Bishop, so yeah, attack stats rise. This is going to be a fairy move. Which is going to do a lot, but yeah, we should do it. Yeah, Mimikyu gets +1 priority, which is really bad for me, as you might imagine. And I don't have Genie to break the disguise. So I think I just lose this. I'm still gonna play it out. But yeah. Just might one-shot here. It's nowhere near, never mind. But they trade, which is actually kind of okay. What? Why did I drag it? Why did we really do that? Okay, well, yeah, we definitely lose that. Did I pet beforehand? Oh, wait. It still doesn't react, but you seem to feel it press into your hand a little bit. But you do have extra dialogue if you talk to them multiple times. I completely forgot about that. Anyways, I think I want Quinn to be queen. Probably. And then... no. We'll try this. It's not going to be a good try, but we'll try it. I am sending Gengar into a mod it can't hit, which is the main thing to start with, but we just kind of need to break the Sash effect. Is the most important thing, and then I think we can Flare Blitz it and kill it, no? Especially if we crit, yeah. Meowstic is a knight, which yeah, means highest stat is speed. What do I want to do here? guess I could block the incoming psychic attack. Okay, Primarina. I probably could have predicted that. Just checking this to bring it down. Bad special attack drop really sucks. I forgot about Mimikyu again. Yeah, the issue is I just really don't have a good mod to send out first. I guess it's gonna have to be and then maybe Queen should be fine. We'll try it. Again, Kane himself, not a difficult battle. On a chess field? There's a reason this is the only place the chess field is used. Let's air slash to try for a flinch. Don't get it, whatever. Now we can use anything to take it out, so let's just waterfall. Marina, which we know is Moonblast, and we know we survive. I don't have any knights, do I? Nope. Oh, you're normally a knight. You're not. You're definitely not. Genie would be a knight normally. But this... Sorry, I'm just thinking. Okay, can't Earthquake again, which doesn't really matter, honestly, but... Okay, now you're a knight. Which doesn't really mean anything here. I think I just rip a Psychic, honestly. Like, it's gonna be not very effective, but the damage is just so amplified that I don't think it matters. Okay, Mimikyu becomes king. So we kind of have to watch Shuriken for the chip damage, unfortunately. Because, again, it's a Mimikyu with +1 priority on everything. And then... I think we just kill it here, right? Okay, well now this is Flare Blitz. I think we just kiss real quick. And then we can Psychic. And it's super effective. And then I don't think this kills. Yeah, because you don't have boosts. And this will kill. Cool. Cool, I can wait my turn, just don't keep me on edge too long. Wow, I'll be honest, I wasn't sure what was going on in that battle. Guess I'll have to read up on how this arena works. Sum it up for me in the meantime, yeah? Oh, do you not believe you can beat me yourself? Excuse me, Master. Is Miss Gardevoir with you? I cannot find her anywhere. She was with you. She was in the foyer when Kane arrived. Seems although I'll be playing black this game. Is there a message was delivered for you? Message? Now, who might that be? The person who delivered it was just in a light robe, but I didn't recognize it. Want me to see. So that's L. Please be a servant. The one Radamus Van Hanen. To one? Does that imply there's more than one? I should like to meet the other. The one Radamus Van Hanen. I have captured your precious gossip Gardevoir. Should you wish to see her again, you will return my daughter to me immediately. Signed, now. What, no sincerely? Not even, with love? How rude. That person isn't my father, you are. I wish you would simply admit this already. I beg of you, Master, please don't send me away with it. She was really just captured? She was, like, right there when we came in. It was likely that they were waiting for such a diversion as your battle. Just as well. Gotta get her back right away. Absolutely. Miss Gardevoir is my dear friend as well. You'll find her, won't you, Master? Don't worry, we'll take care of it, right, Bono? But how? We have no idea where they went. What do we do? Nothing. Master, there's no need to do anything. What are you talking about? She's your Pokemon. Don't you care at all? Of course I do. It is for that reason that I need not act. You make no sense at all sometimes. I'll go find her myself then. Please wait, I wish to help as well. Luna? Or not? It will not do to let you place yourself in check. You are the piece he wants to capture, after all. If you are so determined, allow me to act in your stead. I'm on the case. You wait here. It will not do to let yourself fall into his trap. Simply must be alright. Gardevoir has been a dedicated companion to me. Whether it was here or at my mother's house, she was delighted to escort me wherever I went. I felt quite a bit safer with here, and yet, how could it be that she had been beset by this evil now instead? Perhaps I should never have left her side. But then everyone has two sides, and it is impossible to stay by each of them at once. So, a little bit of a spoiler. The game's gonna try to turn you against Radamus with a lot of the dialogue and whatnot, but it's very obvious he's the good guy here. Just so we're clear. So, if you want to exploit the dialogue where you go against him, you can, but I'm literally never gonna do that, so you swap one silly hat for another. Now, there's nothing silly about it. I simply choose the right hat for the job. Will we not be sleuthing out Gardevoir? Yeah, quite the change of heart you've had. Do not misunderstand me. There is no need for something as rash as this, but if Luna demands it, I will acquiesce. I don't get it. Thought Gardevoir is supposed to be... we're supposed to only be drawn to most loyal trainers, but you make it seem like you don't care at all. Should Black be concerned when the White King places himself in check? Literally, what are you even talking about? Let's just go find her already. As you wish. Considering his past associations, I expect he will flee in the direction of Reborn City. Right, then we know where to go. Quickest way there is east and south over Route 1. Let's do this. Sorry, the gym music is just so loud. I need to get out of there as fast as possible. We'll grab the other items for the fun of it. The entire, next portion of the game is literally just trying to make you think Radamus is bad and evil when, all the pieces of the puzzle is there. Gardevoir only goes to the most loyal of trainers. Radamus is like, yeah, I don't need to do anything here. Obviously, because he cares, he knows he doesn't have to do anything. Imagine having your celebrity, let's just say, celebrity little sister captured, but she knows how to teleport. Would you really be concerned? Obviously, there's no way they can inhibit the teleportation. Unless there is. Ooh, spooky, but... And this analogy's terrible. Don't think too hard into it. But you get what I mean, basically. Wow, Boomburst doesn't even one-shot. That's a little crazy. I'll pick up some of the items. Mostly out of habit. But we did the important things here. There is... Sorry, I'm trying to think of the order things happened in and the order I want to grab things. Because right now, we just push the main story as per usual. You'll see when we get down here, well, more items to collect. No. Just to the south of the Grand Stairway in the city ward, but lucky them gates don't open. Why lucky? No one catching me sleeping in here. So yeah, he's quite literally trapped. I saw him too. Seems our culprit has been cornered. Wait, where did he go? Did he use an escape rope? Now who's being silly? Press forward. I believe there's just enough space beyond that cube. Easy. It's maybe more challenging for an adult. You really stuck? Come to think of it, why doesn't this thing turn anyways? It froze when the Grand Gates did. It was around the time of Reborn City's collapse nearly a decade ago. Presumably these mechanisms are linked to the doors themselves. Many have tried to get them to operate again, but to no avail. Well, whatever. Even if it's tight, just force your way in. I mean, I don't normally say that to boys, but this is different. I'm gonna pretend that I didn't understand that remark. Alright, here we go. Aha! Well, now I've done it. Actually, it would appear that the drop isn't too far. It seems to lead into some kind of cave. Are you prepared for some spelunking? Down the rabbit hole we go. Which, you'll notice, the Umbreon was named Cheshire, so Cheshire, but yeah. Well, no sign of our friend. Perhaps he wandered off in search of an exit already. Then it looks like it's our move. So you notice, yeah, we're underneath the Grand Stairway, so we are going to see... So this is when you go down to the main area of this Grand Stairway, you go this left path to reach the black belt guy who gave you whatever. He gave you like 5 whatevers in this version of the game. In the past, he was the one that gave you Rock Smash, which is why I know him as Rock Smash guy, but you'll see more specifically. Like, here's the ledge, and there's the ladder down to the actual doorway. Yeah, just the ladder down to the doorway we saw where we rescued Victoria significantly earlier in the game. There is some mining we have to do, and yeah, the music here is pretty loud, but yeah. It's luckily, you don't spend too much time here normally, so I don't mind this music being loud for the short duration it plays. It is a nice track, it's a little electric guitar remix, so pretty good song, so I'm not going to be too worried about it. Oh yeah, then the music cuts out here for whatever reason. We will see, though, let's see, we're going down quite a bit, what appears to be the other side of the door. Interesting. Also, a lot of star pieces and whatnot. So it's really good to have the item finder on for here. I want to say these rocks have, like, a higher chance to have better stuff, but I'm pretty sure that's just wrong. But I'm gonna, of course, mine them anyways, now that it is nice and quiet and I can hear myself think a little bit. But yeah, this area is pretty important in terms of if you're playing for 100% and obviously for story reasons. I don't really care about the stuff that's in here, but we do need as many shards as we can get. Because that part will be important very soon, so... just do a few heart scale checks. That's a star piece, sure. Alright. So this is where you've gotten to. Certainly I had no intention of landing down here, but it seems we found quite the hidden paradise. Oh, you're right behind me after all. That's not the only thing we found. Look. So it was true. Oh, were you expecting us? Not at all. That older man just came through and explained the situation to me. Quite surprised that there's anyone else down here. To be clear, exactly what did he tell you? He told me how he's on the run from some individuals who kidnapped and brainwashed his daughter. Absolutely deplorable behavior. I won't abide by it. But he had your Gardevoir, and just what have you done to this poor thing? Beg your pardon? Gardevoir doesn't seem to care for you as a trainer at all, isn't that right? Yes, I had always been too afraid of Radamas to say anything about it, but you'll protect me, won't you, Azurian? I'm not going to stand by for anyone who treats their Pokemon badly. You're safe with me, Gardevoir. Oh, so that's how it is. What a pointless gambit. I've always hated being with him. Back at the castle, you seemed perfectly happy. It was all a show. I'm expected to be in perfect harmony with my trainer, but how can I with someone like that? All the horrible things he's done. He's neglectful and lies all the time. I was even there when he brainwashed Luna. Truth is, I was glad when Elle stole me away. There you have it. I can't forgive someone for being so cruel to such a sweet Pokemon Scarfboard. That's why I would definitely protect her. I've been getting his daughter back. I already have. Turn the other light on for this light is something else. Yeah, I think maybe it's because it's on the same power strip, but yeah. I'm getting his daughter back and his stolen property. Stolen property too? What are you talking about now? Almost no. After all, he has them. Stole something? What? Took the amethyst pendant. This and what? No, the amethyst and us. Get off of Bono. There's still a ruby ring. These items rightfully belong to Elle. Sorry, did you mention an amethyst pendant? Oh. I guess we'll have to do. Only one key is necessary to reach the area, so taking both of them would have been ideal. People are often slow to part with their belongings, even when they hold them back. But it's better to proceed with what we can manage to secure than keep you around dangerous people and risk further harm. As you say, all right, Adonis, I'll remember it. This can end as soon as you return the man's daughter. That was strange. I'm surprised Scarfboard felt that way. Thomas, what's this about brainwashing? You wouldn't really have done that, would you? And exactly how would I do such a thing? That's a foolish idea. Anyway, we should chase after them before they get too far ahead. Perhaps this will be an amusing game after all. Okay, so... Well, I'm gonna get in the battle while we collect gear. Obviously, you really want the item finder here. It's a lot of money, a lot of stones. And you literally never come back here, so make sure you collect everything you want. Okay, now they're in battle. If you are playing to 100%, which means catching everything in the Pokédex as well, you absolutely want to spend some time here. I'll quickly see if we can find it, but this is one of the only places where you can get Sigilif of all things. At least easily. There's some other areas you can get it, but it's a real pain to get to them, and you don't want to spend more time than you have to, so... Plus, obviously you're going to fight someone here, but there are heals later, so you can really spend all the time you want. Generally, you want to be at level cap for this area, but we should be fine. This is honestly one of the most fun fights in the game, in my opinion. There's a specific Pokemon that makes it a lot easier that I'll talk about once we get to the actual battle itself, but... Again, just something fun. It's unfortunately a mon I use way too often in my playthroughs, which is why I'm hesitant to reuse it, but yeah. Also considering I have both a dark and a fire type, I can't use it, so... Because I'm one of the villages that require separate types for everything. Which, I think, kinda tells you who it is, but... There's only so many dark fire types, but it's probably not the one you're thinking of, so... Two heart scales is actually massive here. It's totally possible this is a triple heart scale setup, so I do want to dig a little extra. Can there be any other hearts? Okay, I don't think it is, unfortunately. Okay, wait, I think... No, Sigilifs don't appear in the grass. I think they appear at the top of the tower. I think the bottom might only be unknown. And, like, one or two other things. This might be another double heart scale. all of that's done, we can get to the interesting part. Fight through the Shroud. El, what did you do to Gardevoir? Please do not defile this holy place with your unintelligible shouting. El has done nothing to me, he has only freed me. Why is it so hard for you to believe? These heretics would not so much as believe in Lord Arceus, even if it bestowed holy judgment right before them. Their minds are made up already based on fictions they heard prior. One cannot see truth without first questioning their eyes. Come, Gardevoir and Adrian, let us descend. This is getting weird. It is strange. When I fell down here, I was certain I would be trapped and alone. Almost immediately, I saw a girl climbing up the cave wall, and then El and Gardevoir appeared. And now you all. This is some kind of secret tourist spot? So I'm displeased with their customer service. That's not at all what I meant, but okay. It seems they will open that door with the power of the Amethyst Pendant. If I heard correctly, do you will not also possess the ring? In that case, perhaps we can access a different door. There's something else going on here, but I can't quite place it. So now... Chimchar says, Monferno always tells the truth, but Infernape has aligned with darkness. Is Chimchar light or dark? Chimchar and Infernape have both succumbed to darkness. Monferno, light or dark. Chimchar speaks lies, Monferno too is ripe with darkness. Yeah, so it's literally just dark, light, dark. It's supposed to be like a... Clefairy speaks the truth, but Clefable is descended in darkness. Clefable is turned to darkness, but Clef is in the light. Clefairy always tells the truth, but Clef is a liar. So, you're gonna figure that one out. Yeah. Okay. El Gardevoir can you do it up to the air? He has to take the ruby ring from you so you can't follow us. Will you give it to me? No. That's right. No way you're getting that ring. Yes, he said something like that about the Amethyst Pendant, too. It really doesn't seem like you're lying, but El insists that they belong to him, and he did seem to know about them. These are old artifacts. It is not a simple matter of a single owner knowing their worth, or I'm sure several conflicts would have already been solved already. I believe that. It's plain that they hold power. I have been wandering around down here for nearly an hour, yet I couldn't manage to open the doors at all without them. Just what is this place? I believe that the answer will become clear as we press forward. Everything goes back to the ring. One of you is definitely lying to me. But who? I don't know what's up with Gardevoir, but El kidnapped her from Redomus. Luna wants us to get her back. Yes, that Luna girl he keeps mentioning. Surely there's some way to prove one way or another. Elementary, my dear Adrian, allow me. This is the ransom note left for me by Al. Please read it. The others can attest to the fact that it is not a forgery. One Radamus, if you wish to see her. If I were really so bad of a trainer as to warrant the hate that Gardevoir confesses, would I have followed El here? I'm not gonna lie, you didn't seem too happy to go at first, yet here I am. None of this makes any sense. Right, well, we're gonna get to the bottom of it. Or the top, since we seem to be up, but, well, bottom, top, whatever. I'm a switch, I don't care. Again, I'm going to pretend that I didn't catch that. Alright, let's go find out together, all of us, through the ruby door, then. I don't know what you do the honors as the ring bearer. Is it only obvious to me? Well, I suppose that would make sense. Man, this is a mess. Sounds like Adrian's confused, as we are. I'm really not sure if we can trust Redomus, but El is also suspicious. By the by, I prefer Z, them, zero, they, them pronouns. You know they're a gentleman's Pokemon, right? Like that, I prefer to think of myself as not being on either side. Okay, I'm really glad they added in that you could also use they, them for Adrian. Okay, this one I hate. Hitmonchan is a liar, Hitmontop 2 drifts to the darkness. Hitmonlee serves the darkness, but Hitmontop always speaks the truth. Young Tyrogue has not drifted from the light, but Hitmontop is twisted into the darkness, and Hitmonlee is an accusatory liar, but Tyrogue speaks the truth. So, if I remember correctly, I think Tyrogue is light? Well, no, if Hitmontop is a liar, then Tyrogue has to be a liar. So Hitmonlee is... No, you're also a liar. Hitmonlee always hears the truth, but Hitmon... No. Dark... No. Say, Hitmontop and Tyrogue cannot both be, correct, basically. So Tyrogue has to be dark no matter what, even if Hitmontop is also dark. So if Hitmonlee tells the truth, which he... Oh. Is that how this works? No. Tyrogue's also white, never mind. Tyrogue and Hitmonlee are white. I don't really remember why. I'll use this. Again, you literally never use it at any other point in the game. You do not come back here. You cannot open these other doors. If you run around enough, you'll eventually run into Sigilith, but we're not super worried about that. Okay. This is going to be a ton of dialogue that I'm going to go through basically the one time, because if you want to redo the fight, which we will be, this is... I believe you're allowed to lose this fight for the story, but it will change. I think it changes with Luna's story, and as Luna's one of the best characters, I don't want it. It either changes El Radamus or Luna, which I like all three of these characters, so again, I'll be winning the battle as I need to. As I thought, the door to the innermost sanctum will not open without all four keys, so Adrian, you have failed to detain them. I think there are some questions that need answered, El. There's the holy place. There's not the place for trifles such as these. Beyond this gate lies that from whose dreams our world unfolds. Behold, O unworthy ones, the birthplace of Arceus, for it is known that the god of Pokemon did create unto the earth all other species. Wherefrom did the divine itself undertake its existence? For it is known that Pokemon are often found on voyage from space beyond our reach. Here upon our earth did a meteor crash, bearing upon it our Lord. Here in the sanctum doth that very meteor lie. Yet how vile it is that it should be buried so far beneath the filth known as Reborn City. My lord, I beg your forgiveness for humanity's sin. I'm not reading the Latin. And yet, what if the door would open for us? What if Arceus could be born anew? For what might we use its holy power? If anything can be said to be heretical, I believe you just named it. What does the deceivers you know of declaiming heresy? Isn't it ironic for you to say that with that Pokemon standing by your side? Thomas, I've had more than enough of your constant lying. Why don't you admit what you did to poor Luna? Tell learn it to me and I'll return your Gardevoir. If Gardevoir even wants to go back. If we're going to consider the wishes of those whose custody is questioned, let us not ignore Luna's adamant wish to remain with me. Such a wish is born in falsehood. You control her mind to make her say such things. It is the only explanation. Really, what a foolish accusation. I know it's true, though. I was there when you did it. Radamus, you were an awful monster. I've always hated being your Pokemon. How long are you going to keep this up? Don't you even care about your Pokemon's feelings, Radamus? I'll second that question, yo. You really don't seem affected by her words at all. A Pokemon like that? Why should I care? Oh, he says such cruel things. Adrian, please protect me from him. I don't really want to leave him. Maybe Radamus really did brainwash Luna. He's a callous and two-faced swine who has no moral compass. Better no compass at all than one that points south. One of the best measures of Pokemon's worth is how they treat those in their power. Your Gardevoir truly seems to resent you, Radamus. I cannot agree that she should be returned to you. Well, I'm sorry you feel that way, Adrian. Well, you say that, it's not an apology at all. Perhaps it is better judged by those who met Gardevoir with Luna. And you're asking whose side we're taking? You choose to view it that way. I don't know. You don't seem to care at all about Gardevoir. You certainly didn't react when she was taken. You made jokes instead. On the other hand, Luna really seems to want to stay with you, but that could just be a trick. Honestly, I've had enough of being lied to after Ace. I don't get it at all. Bono, what do you think? Should we side with L or Radamus? Alright, I'll trust you on that one, Bono. Very good. I'm relieved that I am not the only one to whom this charade is transparent. Charade? What are you talking about? Adrian, your main reason for siding with L is the testimony of my Gardevoir, correct? However, that is a foolish basis. After all, you've never met her. But she's right there. Is she really? L? So you knew all along, did you? What? Wait, it was a Ditto this whole time? Unlike the riddles in this ruin's towers, light and truth do not always go hand in hand. As I'm sure our friend Adrian can attest to, things don't neatly fit into black and white categories. Sometimes light can be even more blinding than darkness, and I, for one, think it would have been silly to be taken in by the dramatic confession of a false Pokemon. That's why I was uninterested. You're as obstinate as ever, Radamus. Do not speak to me of blindness. Wait, your eyes. You're not? I once was. Yet no sooner did I undertake the prayer to Lord Arceus to be blessed me with my vision. I have followed his name ever since. Now I ordain to bar his power. Can you feel it? The holy energy that charges this place? It emanates from the stone of Arceus. Ditto, embrace the Lord's blessing. Take the energy into thyself. I'm not reading the Latin. We will silence the heretics. Let judgment rain down upon thee. Yep. So, the reason why this is one of my favorite fights, obviously, that's an Arceus, but certain attacks extra type. Rock type attacks as well as Judgment, Rock Climate Strength gain a sequential typing between Fire, Water, Grass, and Psychic in that repeating pattern. So that is the primary gimmick of this fight. Is playing around Judgment having that type order of Fire, Water, Grass, Psychic. So which is why I mentioned that Fire Dark type actually being Houndoom for this fight. Also based on the other moves it knows will make this a lot easier. This is, I mean, obviously we're losing this attempt. It has Shadow Ball, which means not surviving that. But I just wanted to show off kind of what the fight was like before we actually go into the strategy for it. The first one is Fire. So the first time, Smishy will always be safe to get either a Flare Blitz or a Hammer on off Water. So now we know the next Judgment is Grass. So we can send in Genie to bait it and use an extra sensory or around, or we can just send in one of these two in. Doesn't Moonburst do something? No. Wait, that's the... Right, that's how I beat it, is you use Dark Pulse. That's how I actually end up beating this fight. Also, Quay is faster than Arceus, I want to mention. Hit high roll. Unfortunate. So it's still on Grass Judgment. Also, if you use a rock move, I believe it will also shuffle it. I don't believe it's, like, team-specific, so... If I... Say I had Accelerock right here... Say this was Lycanroc and I used Accelerock, I believe it would turn the Judgment Psychic instead of Grass. But I could be wrong. Okay, we just get Focus Blasted, yeah. And again, we can force the... Grass-type Judgment. Never mind, it's just gonna recover. Take the Grass-type Judgment, just because, again, I'm kind of just showing this battle off mostly. Lodomite actually lives the Shadow Ball? That's kind of crazy. Okay, so... I think the easiest way to win this is to pop one of our Focus Sashes on Vivian, but I want to try not doing that. So I think Darmanitan is always the right choice first, because the first Judgment will always be Fire. I guess we could technically use, Greninja to that same effect. I mean, that's a massive chunk of damage. So again, now we know the next one will be Grass. Which... I think we just send in you because you weren't Judgmenting anyways. Yeah, you were Shadow Balling. Which does half, unfortunately. So we can get away with 2. Or... on the turn he heals, I could get my own boost in, I guess. Oh yeah, Elf also has a full heal, which is important to note. This might actually be... he might have 2 now that I think about it. I think he has 2. So that might not be a winning strat. Okay, we have... yeah, so Judgment needs to be Psychic, otherwise Arceus won't Shadow Ball, and we won't live it. Got it. Genie is also faster than Arceus. Interesting. And then we are unfortunately outsped here. How close in speed? 182. 182. Okay, so Arceus has like 180 speed most likely here. If I had to guess, I could be very wrong. So I think the hope is to probably abuse some accuracy shenanigans. Does Hammer more damage? I don't actually know. So Water Judgment. Judgment is on Grass now. We need it to be on Psychic to use you. think we need to give you a lax incense or something. What was the seed? Magical seed is plus special attack, right? And yeah, this will be Wrath Judgment. Kind of whatever. Again, we can avoid it. I know we can avoid it, but I want to see... Okay, Shadow Ball seems like it's maybe guaranteed to live. Cursed Body also. That... Do I have a Bright Powder yet? No. Do I have a Lax Incense yet? Yes. Okay. I think I'm gonna try fishing for status effect first. Secret power status effects before I go for Shadow Ball, First Body drop. That's actually kind of good getting high rolled like that. Because now Judgment's on water instead of grass. Judgment's on grass. Hits the Focus Blast anyways. Sick. Oh my heels. Yeah, we basically need to get a status effect. But we have to have Darmanitan go first, so we don't get Judgment time. I forget what his full moveset is. Judgment, Shadow Ball, Recoverance. It's not Psychic. Maybe it is Psychic. Oh wait, I'm stupid. It's Focus Blast. Wait. I'm so confused. Why did he go for Judgment? That completely changes the angle I'm taking for this fight now. So we're still on water. So this is going to force the Focus Blast, right? Because we're a Dark type. Yeah. And then it wants to Shadow Ball, because we're Psychic. Yes. And then we get an Extrasensory again to maybe get a flinch. So that was Hidden Power Water. We're on grass. Let's try for the Secret Power. Okay. Gets the Focus Blast. Okay, go for the Psychic. I'm stupid. That just let him heal more. Fine. Yeah, he recovers and I lose. Interesting. Why is it when it's Hidden Power Water, he wants to Judgment on Mawile, but not when it's grass? I need to change you to Charm. That's what I need to do. That's what changes this fight. Freeze, sure. Please, burn or paralysis. Paralysis would be nicer. Come on. Okay, let's try to, I guess, get the Curse Body proc. Nice. Maybe it's still doable. Water. Grass. What? Is it grass water or water grass? It's fire water grass. Okay. But now it's on, did I count wrong? I guess so, I must have. It's not impossible Jamie wins this, actually. It's just unlikely. Okay. I didn't change to chart. If we have to switch to, Focus Sash, we will. But again, I want to save as many as possible. Do I need to change your item? Not really. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Actually, do I have a dragon? What's the dragon plate called? I don't think I have. Isn't it just a Draco plate? I don't think I have one, then. Metronome works, though, instead, I guess. So now... yeah, that'll do a lot more. So again, Fire Judgment. It is now on water. Yeah, so why does it use Water Judgment on Mawile, but not Grass? That I don't understand. Because both are not very effective, right? Wait, no, Steel doesn't resist water. That's why I'm stupid. That's the part I'm missing out. That's the part that I'm being stupid on. Water resists Steel, not the other way around. So let's force Focus Blast. Shadow Ball. Or Water Judgment. That's fine too. So now this will either be Recover or Focus Blast. And he hits the very first Focus Blast. Sick. Let's try to disable Shadow Ball. We don't get it. And it's still on Judgment Grass. Even if that was a crit, I don't think it would have done enough. If this next Dragon Pulse is a crit, maybe? If it was, it might have been possible. Metronome's not going to boost power enough now, though. Unless that low rolls? Yeah. Okay, and then we're one-shot or it heals and it doesn't matter. Yeah, because it's a crit. Okay. We have more so figured this fight out, minus Focus Sash. And again, you can just, whatchamacallit? You can just Murkrow Perish Song if you really want to, but I really like... okay, Judgment Water. I think we have to use it a while. just try to get the disable, I guess. If we don't get the disable, I'll reset. Yeah, okay. Again, because the thing is, even with changing it to a dark cavern, then, like, it becomes random after that point, right? Because with the fight the way it is now, I understand the things that are happening and why it is happening, you know? Go for the confusion, yeah. I don't think it Judgment Watered, did it? Okay, there's the cursed body. Okay, it's gonna try to recover this turn. Okay. Metronome might be able to build up enough. I think this is the win, right? Nice, yeah. Just a little bit of RNG going your way. Thou defiest me, thou defiest the Lord. As but a false idol, it cannot hope to mimic the true Lord's power. Is that all then? Wait, so if that was Ditto, then where's the real Gardevoir? Where indeed? It looks like it's my move now. Gardevoir, I'm gonna turn off the speed up for this. Teleport now. Ta-da! So that's the real Gardevoir. At your service, miss me? Dearly. We're not done yet. Gardevoir Hypnosis. Yes, master. Good night, moi. It's a one-hit KO. Indeed. That about makes this case closed. Take this one back down to the station. He has some time to do. Wait, I don't get it. You could have just had Gardevoir teleport at any time. Why bother coming all the way down here? I hadn't said before, simply because Luna asked me to. Yep, I could have escaped at any time. But oh, my darling master, save me. Don't I make a compelling damsel in distress? Gardevoir is certainly more lively. Oh yeah, and you were all I will protect you and stuff. You're a cutie, but I would never leave my master. He's perfect as is. Yeah, well, I'm relieved. As I asked in the first place, why should I be concerned when the opposing king places himself in check? Elle tried to strike at me by using Gardevoir, but was his mistake in underestimating her. Please hold your applause for me until we're back in the comfort of home. On that note, I think it's about time we picked ourselves up out of here. Shall we leave together? If you want to get your sigils again, you should do that now, but it should just be a quick teleport out. Sorry, I had to check my phone. Something about this place makes teleports so muddy. I don't think I can get us all the way, but I can at least take us out of this old cave. Better than hiking, perhaps. Let us be off. Wait, no, hold on. If you teleport out, you miss. I'm hoping it'll still play it again. Shit. Worst case, I'll run back up to the top. I guess I should have saved up there, but I'm pretty sure I have escape ropes. Because there's a scene you get when you leave normally that is lore important. Because there's one thing missing. No, you don't get it. Or did they cut that out entirely? I don't know. But anyways, you see a voice say, you know, hee hee, that was fun, let's play again another time, something like that. Maybe they cut it out. I mean, I won't get to be able to check for a while now. But it's to be, of course, assumed that that would be the little girl that Adrian was talking about, right? Who was trying to climb up out of here. Because, again, obviously there's more going on than we know, than, well, the average person would know. The first-time player would know. Well, it's gonna be above ground again. I feel like it's down there for ages. Fresh air comes to me. Say, has anyone noticed anything strange? The grand gate had opened. What? But it's been sealed for years. Why would it suddenly open now? I'm gonna go check it out. Indeed, this is most curious. What, look at it? What do you mean done open? Oh, it's through Tails. Now I gotta find a new house. What what's this? So the stairway kind of got a little roughed up by the meteor. No, I mean, where? I don't, are you quite alright? I'm confused. Where are we? Reborn City? This is the North Obsidian Ward. Haven't you been here before? This isn't the city. This isn't Reborn. I thought that was... Where's the center? Where are the cabins and the port of the lake? It's round? You must be new here. I'm not. I've lived in Reborn City my whole life, but not... This isn't the Reborn City that I know. This place is disgusting. Nothing like the quiet city I grew up in. Someone's gone a little Looney Tune. On the contrary, I have a somewhat different theory. Adrian, the last time you saw the city of the lake was more properly colored. Is that right? Yes, it was a perfect, brilliant blue. That's why you named it Azurine. Tell me what else you remember. Let's see, it used to be very lush. There were trees all over the place. This waterfall, the Celestine Cascade, poured down into a river that ran through the city. At the corner of the lake, there's a beautiful little port in my gym. What about my gym? I've got to go there. Really, it would not be best to leave them alone right now. They said their gym was out of port. Wait, their gym leader? Ah, you finally figured it out. Of course, I knew all along. There's a stand-in for a time, but, well, it seems they'll be taking their position back now. Then they must mean the Core Ward gym. Indeed, let's go. Shall we head there together? No. Actually, technically, I need to head to the Core Ward anyways, actually, so that was dumb, but... I didn't want to instantly get in dialogue, because... Now that we have Hidden Power, I want to check the types for some of our mods. You're the Unreal Time person, yes. Espeon. Hidden Power Steel, that's actually really nice. And Hidden Power Fire Greninja. Hidden Power Steel. Power Fire. I don't know if it turns us into a fire type. Just for fun, let's see. Fairy and Fairy. Do I want you to have Fairy attack over Confuse Ray? Not really. Do I want you to have a Fairy attack over Roost? Not really. But that's really good to know. And we also have Grass Dog available, which I think I will teach over Swift, but not over Water Shuriken. I have to sneeze, sorry. Okay, I think it was just the one. Alright. Because yeah, if Greninja had a bad Hidden Power type, like Hidden Power Water or Psychic or something, I would have caught it Grass off, but it doesn't. It has a good type. Now accepting bets on if they go off the deep end. This old place belonged to Adrian, huh? This is going to be difficult. This is a joke, right? No, too elaborate to be a joke. I must be dreaming. Were this but a dream, it would be all the easier. At last it is not. I feel sick. Seal your nerves for a moment and answer me this. This building has been this way for a long time, yet you are in shock. How is this? Well, I left this morning, it was perfectly fine. None of this whole city, it's wrong, as I thought. Allow me to tell you what I know about this gym. When the city was repopulated after the blackouts and earthquakes, several buildings were designated to remain untouched. In general, these were historically significant facilities that their legacy might be preserved. This gym was one such building. Blackouts, earthquakes? This is all unheard of to you, yes? I'm really confused, understandably. Allow me to clarify another thing. A moment ago, you said this morning that this gym was normal to you. Earlier, you said you arrived at the ruin around an hour before us. Do I recall correctly? Yes, but I'm afraid I hardly follow. To put it simply, based on your description of the city and your memory of what's happened, I believe there is only one conclusion that can be reached. You've been frozen in time. What? When you fell down into the ruin, as you said, how did you get there? I was checking something out in the mechanical hall behind the grand gate. Someone reported they had seen some kind of light shining through the floor, so I dismantled part of it and crawled down there. When I lost my footing, I fell underground. Following a natural tunnel, I eventually came to that place. When you say you were in the grand gate, does that mean you accessed them as normal from the grand stairway? Yes. Why? Then that confirms it. The gates have been inoperable for years. More than a decade ago, they suddenly ceased function. I don't remember anything like that. Of course not. You were inside the ruin that entire time. If we are to believe what El told us about that being the site of Arceus' birth, there's no telling what kind of energy afflicts that place. It is possible the energy of the meteor concealed inside the ruin warped the flow of time and the gate's function with it. Then shouldn't you have all been stuck with me too? A valid concern. However, we had something you did not. The keys, the ruby ring and amethyst pendant. Perhaps their presence and the energy they bear connected to the ruin was enough to unlock you from the spell of frozen time. So I was underground for who knows how long, and I had no idea. To me, it just seemed like an hour. That's a bad feeling. What are you gonna do now? Oh, I can't just leave this place like this. You're gonna try and fix your gym? You got your work cut out for you. No, not the gym. I mean the whole city. You intend to fix the whole city. I intend to do what I can. This is wrong. This is not Reborn. But someone like me can do something, anything, to bring it just a little bit closer to the way it should be, then that's worth doing. Is there someone in charge that I can speak to? Well, AIM is usually around the Grand Hall as the city center. Can't imagine that's moved far. You have my thanks. Get me out of there too, if that is indeed what happened. Good luck fixing the whole city. Maybe you'll want to stop time again to do that. Huh, maybe so. Wouldn't that be nice? See you all around, perhaps in a slightly brighter future. That turned out to be an ordeal. Yep, this will make a nice, juicy news story, too. For that Gardevoir, I'll be needing you. These two still have gym battles to do after all. Ooh, well, if that's how it is, we'll be waiting back at the castle. Indeed, I'll see you shortly. Well, do you want us to walk with us back to the castle right away? Yeah. Alrighty, let's all go together. I shouldn't have done that either, actually. Do I have... I don't have it. Okay, whatever. Gardevoir, you're back. Of course, my dear. Oh, how I missed you. Now, don't you go off disappearing like that again, please. Pish posh, what's a girl without a little excitement in her life? Besides, I had my gallied in shining armor come all the way down to rescue me. There's hardly much rescuing involved, but indeed, perceived crisis has been averted. Master, you're so wonderful. I'm pleased to be in service to you. And now, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I'm but a humble galley. Speaking of which, why do you keep changing to all these silly hats? You ruined me. There's nothing silly about them, but to answer your question, why not? I simply choose the right hat for the right job. Isn't that sensible? I'm afraid the peasantry knows nothing of my master's divine taste in fashion. I find them most amusing, don't you think so? Yes, well, speaking of non-sequitur transitions, I have somebody to introduce to you all. If you be so kind as to step aside, Bono, please enter. That's everybody. I'd like you to meet the estate's newest butler, Elias. Yes, sir. Let me know if there's anything I may do to make your stay with us more comfortable. Why? Dear Luna, you look like as if you've seen a ghost. It's not a ghost you've seen, it's her father. I'm confused by your words. Master, my father, and none other. It is a strange thing to accuse their new attendant of. Elias, do tell, is this girl your daughter? She is not. And as she claims me to be her parent, I believe that this issue can be laid to rest. I wish to leave. Beg your pardon. Luna, darling, come back. Oh dear. Have I offended? Through no fault of your own, surely. Fate no mine. I understand that you have prepared a certain rare object. Will you please give it to me? Yes, my lord. I believe this is the object to which you refer. Elias handed over the amethyst pendant. That will be all dismissed. Understood, my lord. That's Anna's pendant. Elle took it before. Yes, you did say something to that effect. I then meant to ask you, Bono, exactly how did you come by this object? Of course, I should know ask better than to ask such a question to a player character with no dialogue. Perhaps your friend will tell me. Wait, what did you just say? Did you tell me where this came from? It belongs to a friend of ours, and she'll be wanting that back, you know? Such a precious thing to lose. Believe me, none could understand better than I. And understanding it is with all my greatest sympathy that I will refuse to return it to you. For just this once, I will implore you to acquiesce to me on faith alone. I will keep this object, and you will not find your trust abused. Now, on to lighter matters. I believe we have a gym battle again underway, do we not? Why don't you jump on the doors to the challenge hall open? Best of luck to you. I'm beginning to doubt siding with him was really the right thing to do. It was. That's so strange, just ran off with Anna's pendant like that, and the fact that Elias had it, doesn't that mean that he was... this is weird. Really kind of not comfortable with this, and I'm normally comfortable with a lot of things most people aren't comfortable with. Okay, so... just going out here so I can actually talk, you know. So if you noticed, when the pendant was brought, or when the brooch was brought up, he talked about how basically he was like, oh, I have a daughter with one of those, but the emerald one isn't it. So obviously, he's somehow Anna and Noelle's father in some way, shape, or form, and he gave them the amethyst pendant. That's what that all was just revealed to us, basically, in some pretty unclear terms, and it's clear Radamus knows a lot more than he's letting on. So So anyways, obviously this will be locked. Gym time. You're here live at the Banhan Castle Gym with Challenger Bronwell, endeavoring to earn their 8th official Reborn League bag. Will he fly or fall? We'll find out soon. But Gym Battle alone is not the only trial that yet awaits our eager hero. Master of the honors. Naturally, let me explain. As you may have heard, Master is a world-renowned master of chess. Was I not going to do the honor? Sorry, Master, the floor is yours. Speaking of the floor, you'll notice that it is arranged like a chessboard. Now, of course, it would be all too unfair for me to ask you to face off against me in such a game. Fear not, I will not be so unscrupulous. Here instead is your task. Obeying the normal rules of each chess piece, arrange your pieces in such a way that I am placed in checkmate. There are also new restrictions on each of us. I may not move my pieces, however, you may not capture them. All pieces still are considered to attack their normal territory. In other words, you have an infinite number of turns to find a solution of checkmate when my pieces lock into their present positions. When you think you have found a solution, please access the door below me to check. Finally, if you have any questions regarding the normal rules of pieces or play, my butler will address them in the room on the left. Best of luck to you. Yeah, so you can get the info. You get the psychic memory. Oh yeah, so the other important thing to notice is Radamus is a double battle, so this will tell you who will be who, basically. So, what do I want to be queen is the question. Probably Vivian still. And then you two having one-shot protection is probably ideal. No, but then I can't double battle that. Like my whole, because I can't Boom Burst because I can't use Vivian, but Vivian Queen I can't use it first. Mimi to be King I can't use in the first 2 slots either. It's annoying. Anyway, chess puzzle completion is detected for a different say. Skip the chess puzzle. Yep. Queen is the strongest of pieces. There's some dialogue you can get here, but I honestly just really don't want to do the puzzle over again. Again, I've said it before, when I do, like, the full 100% in quotes playthrough, I'll do it all again, but if I don't have to, because I quite literally have to use a guide to do this, I didn't mean to use 10 there, but whatever, we have more than enough. This is gonna be really annoying. Well met. Voila. I believe there is no further cause for ado. Are you ready? No one will beat us by, as if anyone could beat my master. Now, there's no need for such an attitude, Gardevoir. Please pay no mind to Gardevoir's capriciousness. She can hardly help it. Moreover, I wish the both of you good luck. 6-on-6 double battle. Either trainer will be allowed to make substitutions. Battle ends when all of you the trainer's Pokemon are knocked out. The tactics and art of Pokemon can be said to be not unlike those of the game of chess. Though archaic mechanics and strategies are seldom considered by the average trainer, one must rise above such mediocrity in order to succeed. However, unlike chess, there are certain aspects that can't be betrayed. Indeed, I believe it's high time for Black to make the first begin. So that's kind of your hint for what this battle is going to be. It does light up the color. Okay, I was wondering if it was gonna do that or not. Oh, but he's Psychics. Oh, but Malamar Trick Runes. Yeah, so that's the gimmick. He's a Trick Rune fight, so my team is terrible for this. And we hit twice. I forgot that they both have Trick Room. My team is awful for this fight, on top of this already being one of the most difficult fights if you're unprepared. So I think we just have to try to one-shot whatever tries to use Trick. Which is usually how I do this fight, but now I have a team not meant for it, so we'll see what happens. We should be able to one-combo. Do you use Psychic? No, Reuniclus uses Trick. Okay. King now? You? Yes. I have such an awful moveset for this man. I guess I should have again. Just Morning Sun. Try to get a Psychic so it doesn't matter, and Psychic is a rock attack. Alright, Queen Boomber spam. Surely that'll win the fight. We did it. So... do they both try to Trick Room is the question. Because if they don't both try it, this is playable. I'm stupid. It's using Trick Room. Of course I can't Sucker Punch him. Maybe I Power Shadow Ball? Okay, you Throat Chop, which can't kill. So then we play rough. Just try to Shadow Ball. Please don't Trick Room. So we Sucker Punch Malamar and get Strength by Metagross. And then Genie. Sucker Punch and Water Shuriken. I should have extra sensories, and I can't Sucker Punch Metagross. Just try to hit a Psychic. Okay. I don't know if this will work, but we can try it. No, we need so much more damage on that Shadow Ball. Malamar Trick Room. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. This can work. Malamar use Trick Room. double attack it. We get hit by the psychic, which can't kill. No, but one is guaranteed to die, and then Reuniclus gets off the trick room because it has priority. If only Greninja had Dark Pulse, this would be so much easier to do. Let's try these two. Figure out which one uses the trick room, and then we can maybe... I'm assuming it is most likely Reuniclus trick rooming and Malamar attacking, if I had to guess. No, Malamar trick rooms for some reason. Okay. This fight is all about just finding the right two starting mobs to either completely ignore the trick room, or you just make a team to play with it. Again, unless they just both use it, then fuck me. They don't both use it. Okay. So now... Oh no, we get one shot by that. And then Trick Room goes up. So... do we have to do Gengar Greninja then? No, because then Gengar's just... So again, I'm gonna assume... I guess I'm just gonna assume Malamar's the one that Trick Rooms. 2 is not enough. Yeah, Malamar Trick Rooms. So I guess I don't need to Water Shuriken, actually. Because Water Shuriken isn't healing. Like a Shadow Ball, and we can just Water Pulse. It doesn't really matter. Never mind, it does matter. What else can we do then? No, Mimi doesn't help. Maybe I try Boom Bursting turn 1? Actually, yeah, this one should work. Actually, wait, if I just Boom Burst Sludge Wave, I don't have to think anymore, right? No, because that's not going to kill both. But which one Trick Rooms? Malamar does. Okay. So I can Boom Burst Shadow Ball and then guaranteed kill. We just had to use a double attack turn 1, basically, was the solution. That didn't do enough damage. That didn't do nearly enough damage. Okay. Play Rough Sludge Wave should do enough, definitely. And this isn't even putting to mind who becomes queen. Like, this is just so we can not have to deal with Trick Room. Exactly. Reuniclus Trick Rooms. Okay. honestly probably better. Rope chop, okay. No flinch. We'll play rough, do enough. I need to change you off Lax Incense. That's what I need to do. Also. Missed anyways. Yeah, I need to change some items. Because you need a... What is the name of the fairy plate called? I don't know. We might not have one, which is also kind of an issue, but maybe not that much of one. You need your silk scarf back. And then... Yeah, you keep poison barb. Wait, okay. Maybe I just need a crit, or maybe I need a split high roll. Either one should work. Flinch, that works. Flinch works. Big. Wait, no, Slowking also has it. So this is guaranteed to kill. I'm so dumb. Why did I try to sucker punch it? Okay, I think the turn 1 double kill is probably good enough. So now we can sucker punch you and repower fire Metagross. A decent half hit, okay. You can Grass Knot. You're just gonna have to tank the hit, I think. No, okay, so I should have Shuriken. Grass Knot doesn't do nearly enough damage. So even though that works, I still can't deny the Trick Room unless... No, I just don't think I can prevent Trick Room from happening. Not with this team, at least. Turn 1 Trick Room, I just cannot deal with, period. Like, that's not something I can handle, unfortunately. I can maybe, if I get the double kill, I can maybe play around. Big maybe. Flinch, nice. So we can't Sucker Punch either slot. What does Secret Power do here? Defense down. And then you're just guaranteed dead, basically, unless I switch, but I don't think there's a reason to switch. That does no damage. Okay. But now we can Sucker Punch HP Fire. So now it'll want to Strength. Never mind. I forgot it gets like increased prior. That was the run. If I just hidden powered again, I think we win that. Okay, it's fine. We see the path. I hate how many effects happen turn 1, 2. That just makes resets so much slower. Nope, trick off. I guess we could also hold a King's Rock, but I don't know if we have one actually. Wait, King's Rock might be the solution. I didn't even consider it. Let's get the current strategy a try, now that I know I can kill Metagross safely. I think odds are we'll put King's Rock on Greninja, I guess? Yeah, because Water Shuriken King's Rock would be really good. Because then it's also, like, doubly guaranteed priority. It also puts the king status on something better than Espeon in this fight. Because unfortunately, Espeon's really bad until I get some good TMs. Okay, crit should be enough, right? Yeah. Wait, actually, what happens now that it's crit? We play rough the Malamar. Gardevoir gets sent out. Really? Interesting. What is it using? Wish? Really? That has to be new. It didn't always know Wish, surely. Wow, Slowking perfectly counters us, huh? We just kind of ignore Slowking. We don't really have much of an option. The Trick Room just annihilates us. That's interesting, though, if we turn 1 kill Reunion. Slowking is simply too bold. I think if we just avoid getting Slowking sent out, maybe we can do something with that, but until then... Okay, Reuniclus flinch, so it doesn't matter what you do. No, I couldn't. Okay, so this is Trick Room and killing Gengar with a random move. Is there something I want to send in on this turn for the free switch? Not really. I don't think I have a choice. No Ice Punch on Metagross. That actually might be significant. Interesting. I mean, now this really sucks, but... unlucky. Just throw a psychic out, 'cause why not? Okay. Traced Magic Bounce. Doesn't do nearly enough damage. And Trick Room is still active, too. Wait a minute. Oh no, no. The solution... Please tell me I have a King's Rock. I don't. Well... I might have to call it just so I can do some strategizing off-stream, honestly. Because otherwise this might take too long. Because I'm gonna have to try a lot of different strats here. That gets the Trick Room. Because there's no way I can really prevent Trick Room, unfortunately. I guess I could try to use... I could try to use some seeds. I don't know if there's anyone's special attack that matters necessarily. Like it... There has to be a better option for turn 1, I think. I just don't know what that is, you know? Hidden Power being so weak sucks, man. Like, this game becomes so much easier once I have good DMs. Also, really glad I didn't change Mawile to Sheer Force. Otherwise, this would be going very differently. Although actually, maybe it would have been better? I don't know. I don't know how much of a difference Sheer Force Mawile would make here. Why is it, like, lagging? I think... So what is it? It's magic seeds, right? I do have 4 of them, so there's a lot of testing I can do. Let's start by seeing if this makes Sludge Wave do significantly more, or if Poison Barb is just fine. Oh wait, it's Synthetic Seed. I'm smart. Well, I have more synthetics than I do magicals, I guess. I'm pretty sure you can just buy them at this point in the game, but... Okay, let's see how much more damage this does. Give it 9, though? Is a 163 sprint, I think. Probably. Wait a minute. We just don't have enough ways to damage Slowking, though. And he's using it this turn, but not last turn, because he saw the kill. Yeah. So who... No, you were the king, but you're dead. Oh wait, we're fine. And then we lose. Maybe try giving you one? I don't think it'll make grass not do enough, though. Punch is good RNG at least. Galley comes out. So currently, no... no Trick Room still. Okay, and this is probably Trick Room turn. We just do as much damage as we can. Unless it's not. Okay. How do I do enough damage to this Slowking? I think it has to be Or I could go for the Air Slash. Does Metagross one-shot Darmanitan? I don't think he does, but I don't think that's, like, a risk I can take right now. I could just go for the Dragon Pulse. We don't live in Ice Punch. No, it's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine. Ultra Potion, of course. Wait a minute. That doesn't kill? Doesn't kill because we don't have an attack up anymore because we switched out to make it more consistent. That's so trash. Okay, yeah, I think you also need a synthetic. I'm just gonna give fucking everyone a synthetic seed and see what happens this time. All of my special attackers, rather, I should clarify. Oh, I completely forgot to be experimenting with who I make things. It's on one? Oh. Okay. That's fine, then. Wait, it stole Protean. Is that an issue at all? Not really. And then, yeah, all of his mons are slower. Okay. Maybe I try Queen Genie then. Because the speed stat means nothing for Greninja, despite realistically speaking. insane low roll on both hits is kind of crazy. God, that meteor mash does so much damage. I think we just go for as much damage as we can on Steve. Okay. Mimi just needs to get hit by Metagross. And whatever I send in has to somehow kill. I mean... Actually, wait a minute. It's trick rooming this turn. Okay, well it literally didn't matter what I selected. Yeah, you're faster than you are damage. No, that doesn't help. Might. Let's try this. I know I'm not talking a lot, but that's the big thing. I need to see who does what on this turn one again. Just throw it at them. Yeah, Reuniclus attacks. So then this is going to kill Noivern, and Reuniclus is going to. So we do. That's so bad. It could not possibly have gone anywhere. Oh, never mind. Instant defrost. Oh, but then you're... Oh, wait, no, you're We have another chance. It's fine. Everything is fine. How do I kill this Slow King? I guess I Grass Knot, and maybe it's enough with Queen damage boost. Plus the Sucker Punch. Okay, no Trick Moons left on field. Oh fuck, Justified, I forgot. Please kill. Okay. Wait, okay, I think this is a... You can only kill one. That's fine. Just click Boom Burst, it doesn't matter. Okay. I have no idea which of these does the most damage. It's Grass Knot, okay. Let's go! That crit mattered! Oh my god. What a nightmare of a fight for having a bunch of special attackers. And that's checkmate. I never realized this was a Hidden Land remix. I've never listened to a song this long. Oh my god. Okay. The end game is ever panic. I'm gonna also slow down. But that is a battle worthy of its victory, as you are now worthy of the Millennium Badge. That granted, Pokemon up to level 65 will obey without question, and for our winners, one more special prize. Trick Room. Useless. A move like that hardly needs explaining, correct? Congrats, Bonal. Great, that was a lovely performance. You do have moved, Gardner. Of course, you as well, Bonal. Look forward to engaging you myself. Oh, dear Luna. We'll be facing Bonal here or in the valley? Oh, I should much prefer the latter, if it may be so. You do not know, Bonal. I, too, am a gym leader of Reborn. But the stones and shadows of the rabbit hole we call Iolia Valley make such an excellent background for a battle. After all, we're better than the Valley of the Shadow of Death to stage a challenge upon the most beautiful type, darkness. Was that one planned? I would think not. No, at least it was certainly nothing I did. Perhaps something has happened to our power. Let us quit this place for now. Ever feared and ever misunderstood, in darkness did I come, and thus in darkness so I leave. Oh, just you and me now, Bonal, alone, in the dark. Do you feel the moment? I'm just kidding with you. See you on the flip side. Okay. Heal up. Put all of our items. We really used all 4 synthetic seeds, huh? Okay, Silk Scarf, Sea Incense, Mind Plate, and Poison Barb. What do I want to lead with for now? Let's just lead with okay. I guess I don't have music, but yeah, that'll be it for today. Um, good dub. We made a lot of made a lot of progress, so I will gladly take that. I'm happy to be back. Honestly, I'm still not feeling the greatest, but we'll make it work. So thank you all for chilling, vibing with me here today. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you have a good rest of your day, night, whatever time it may be for you, and I will see you same time tomorrow as always. Yes, thank you for doing that. All right. Peace out, y'all. I'm just going to end immediately. Normally I let it linger on music, but there's no music. Teehee. Okay, bye.